Hello and welcome back to the tied-up video demonstrations of basic physics concepts. In this video we discuss about inertial and non-inertial frames of references. In the previous videos we have seen that motion of an object can be described by its position, velocity and acceleration vectors. A coordinate system with mutually perpendicular unit vectors attached to a reference location can be used for expressing these vector quantities. This mutually perpendicular unit vector constitute a frame of reference. Usually when we say that when the velocity of a car is 20 meter per second, it means that the car is moving with a speed of 20 meter per second in I direction with respect to a frame of reference attached to a stationary observer located on the surface of the earth. Without considering the motion of earth, this can be imagined to be a stationary frame of reference. This means that the reference frame is not moving and the motion of the object can be described with respect to this stationary frame of reference. Later on, while discussing the concept relative velocity, we have demonstrated that the displacement and velocity vectors can be measured with respect to a frame of reference attached to an object moving with constant velocity. For example, the motion of car A can be measured with respect to a frame of reference attached to a moving car B, which leads to the relative velocity of A with respect to B. In this example, O dash is a frame of reference fixed to the moving car B. Therefore, we can say that the reference frame O dash is moving with a constant velocity. The frame of references which are either at rest or moving with a constant velocity are called the inertial frame of reference. In this example, the frame of reference O is at rest and the frame of reference O dash is moving with a constant velocity. Consider a stationary train. The motion of the train can be studied using a frame of reference fixed to the surface of the earth. Without considering rotational effects of earth, this frame is an example of inertial frame. Also, a frame of reference O dash attached to this train is also inertial. Motion inside the train can be better described by choosing such a frame of reference. Consider a person sitting on a train moving with the constant velocity. A frame of reference fixed to the train will also have the same constant velocity, and it is an example of inertial frame of reference. Note that a person at rest or having zero velocity inside the train with respect to O dash, which is fixed on the moving train. The man has a velocity v with respect to a frame of reference fixed on the surface of the earth, which is O. If the frame of reference is subjected to an acceleration, it is called non-inertial frame of reference. A frame of reference fixed on the surface of the earth is not strictly inertial due to the rotation of earth and the resulting centripetal acceleration due to its rotation. At the equator, the magnitude of acceleration is minus omega square r, where omega is the rotational speed and r is the radius of earth at the equator. The real-life examples of non-inertial frames of references are a frame of reference fixed to an accelerating or decelerating train, car or ship, etc. A frame of reference fixed to an airplane accelerating in the runway before takeoff, or a frame of reference fixed to a rotating merry-go-round are examples of non-inertial frames. Now let us consider a thought experiment. Two carts, one at rest and another moving with a constant velocity. O and O dash are inertial frames of reference fixed on the surface of the earth and on the moving cart respectively. An apple is tied and hanging in each cart as indicated. If the wire is snapped, the apple in the cart at rest falls to a location A directly below it inside the cart. For the second cart, which is moving with a constant velocity of 100 meter per second, will it fall on the same location A? Please think about this problem and we will discuss the solution in the next video when we talk about Newton's first law of motion. Thank you for listening. Keep watching tied up video demonstrations of basic physics concepts.